Are Chelsea set to sign yet another goalkeeper? Or what's happening with Xavi Simons? Are Chelsea losing him on the market? Is he about to go to yet another club? You found out and many more on this episode of the Mike Wiki. So if you're new to this channel, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and let's get straight into it as quick as possible. Now, according to Bobby Vincent, it says Manchester City are in the race to sign Xavi Simons, though the Dutchman priority remains Chelsea. Manchester City are now in the race to sign Xavi Simons. Now, before we talk about Xavi Simons, let's talk about Manchester City a bit. Manchester City are letting players leave at this point. All right, the likes of Jack Grealish, he just signed for Everton on loan. All right, now his salary will be shared with Manchester City because obviously Everton will not be able to pay 300k per week. Now, apart from that, shocking news yesterday reports that Tottenham are set to sign Savinho for Manchester City. That was like a shock of the day or the shock of the week already, because nobody was expecting that. That just came out from the blue. That just came out of nowhere. That Tottenham are set to sign Savinho for Manchester City, and that will cost them. They are offering 50 million, but I think it will cost between a region of 60-70 million to get Savinho. Savinho, to me, I used to think is untouchable at Manchester City, but we've always known Manchester City and Guardiola for a kind of coach that if any player wants to leave, then the player is free to go, no matter who you think you are. So that being said, and let's move forward. Due to the fact that they will be selling those players, Savinho, they'll be selling the player like Jack Grealish. They need to recruit. They need to get players in, to fill in those positions. And one of the players they are looking at is Rodrigo from Real Madrid. They're looking at Rodrigo to replace, the Grealish and the Savinho that wants to leave. Now, apart from that, a shocking news now popped up that they are also interested in signing Xavi Simons from Leipzig. The same Xavi Simons Chelsea are interested in signing. Now, that's to tell you the quality this guy possesses, because Xavi Simons is a very quality player. A player who would suit the Guardiola style, a player who suits the Maresca style. We all understand the fact that Maresca, Guardiola, almost similar style of play. But Xavi Simons is a very good player, a very quality player who Guardiola has actually seen in him that this guy is a very good player. And Guardiola and Manchester City have a very good relationship with his agent, that's Ali Rabat. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that happens. But if this is a very, very true story, then I think he's going to, do well at Manchester City. But trust me, Chelsea have to act fast, have to accelerate fast, and let's see how that goes. Now, concerning Chelsea needing to act fast, and now they've acted fast. Now, let's see the next news come from Sky Sports. It says, Xavi Simons has already agreed full terms with Chelsea and is still willing to join Chelsea. So, Xavi Simons has agreed personal terms with Chelsea. He's ready to join Chelsea and is waiting patiently. Now, let's move on. He said, Chelsea are still signaling that they want to finalize the Xavi Simons deal, but first need further player offload. A swap deal involving Christopher Nkunku is currently not being discussed. RB Leipzig are open to a loan move for Xavi Simons. The total package is currently expensive. So there was a report, in the recent hours, on the recent days, concerning Xavi Simons and the swap deal with Christopher Nkunku. We all know that Chelsea wants to let Christopher Nkunku leave. Now, Xavi Simons, because of the price tag and all of that, Chelsea were hoping to get like a swap deal, but Christopher Nkunku doesn't want to go back to Leipzig, at least on a permanent deal. A loan deal at this point is visible, all right? To me, I think that would be a good move for him. But to him, because of the fact that Leipzig are not in the Champions League, they are not in even any European tournament. So he thinks that going there will be like a downgrade. So probably because of the fact that it's a World Cup year, next year will be the World Cup. Every player wants playing time. Every player wants the right project for him or her. For him, rather. Every player wants a right project for him. So that's one of the reasons why most players are making that move right now, and most players are very reluctant of going back or going to where they might not, get that particular, they will not feel, that special at this point. So let's see how that goes, in the next couple of the next couple of days. But apart from that, there's another story and another report concerning Chelsea, and this is a very shocking one because we all agree to the fact that we've read reports, in the recent time that Chelsea are okay with Sanchez, Robert Sanchez, and Chelsea would not go for any other player or any other goalkeeper. But the shocking report that came out today, because there's been a standoff with PSG and Donnarumma in the last couple of months about contract extensions and all of that. Now, apart from that, PSG went into the market and signed a replacement direct. Now, they signed Chevalier not for the fact that Chevalier wants to compete with Donnarumma. They are signing Chevalier to be the number one starting goalkeeper, and it became so daring and so clear to the fact now that PSG wants Donnarumma off. How do I know this? PSG will be playing Tottenham Hotspur in the next couple of days, for the Super Cup final. All right. Donnarumma is supposed to be the starting goalkeeper. Donnarumma is supposed to be that goalkeeper that would, be, in the sticks for PSG. But at this point, PSG has dropped him. Not from the starting 11, but from the traveling squad. That's to tell you that the situation over there, in France is a very, very serious one. They want Donnarumma off. Donnarumma is entering the final year of his contract at this point, and they want him off due to the fact that he doesn't want to extend. Now, Chelsea are interested. Manchester United are interested. Now, let's not forget that Chelsea and Manchester United have a starting goalkeeper, have a number one. So that means if Chelsea or Manchester United go for Donnarumma, one of their starting goalkeepers have to leave. All right. Now, if it's Manchester United, Onana has to go. Let's not forget, Manchester United needs a goalkeeper because of what Onana has been, the situation of Onana in the last couple of seasons. If Donnarumma goes to Manchester United, that will guarantee them Champions League football, or at least Europa League football, because of the quality of this goalkeeper. Remember, the goalkeeper is on the last line of defense. So whatever you are doing, you need to get in as much as you are getting a very good striker, midfielder, defender, a very good goalkeeper guarantees you a change in your prospect, or a change in how your aims and objectives of this season. Because let's not forget, when David Raya came to Arsenal, he changed things. When Alisson came to Liverpool, he changed things for them. When the likes of Ederson came to Manchester City, he changed things for them. So a good goalkeeper changed the whole thing entirely for the team. Now let's move on. Chelsea are interested. Now, according to Fabrice Hawkins, they say Chelsea and Manchester United have inquired about the Gianluigi Donnarumma situation in recent time. Now let's link this story to Chelsea. Maresca is Italian. Donnarumma is Italian. After the Club World Cup final, they were seen having a discussion. Nobody knew what they were talking about. But one thing, or why I'm having doubt about this story, is the fact that Donnarumma is having contract situations with PSG due to salary issues. And let's not forget that Chelsea have a salary cap. So the reason why I feel this situation is like a 10% chance or 20% chance is Chelsea are not willing to pay more than a 150k currently for any player. A team that would actually pay that amount of money will be Manchester United. The amount of money that Donnarumma is actually expecting will be Manchester United. Because Chelsea will not budge on that amount. Yes, he might be a very good goalkeeper. He will favor both sides. He will favor Manchester United, will favor Chelsea because of the quality he has. And now let's compare him with Sanchez. When it comes to, the short passes and the ball playing goalkeeper, Donnarumma is not better than Sanchez. Surprised? Donnarumma is not better than Sanchez when it comes to, the ball playing goalkeeper. But one thing he's very good at, his shot stopping is fantastic. Donnarumma is the reason why PSG got into the final of the Champions League and won it. Remember those saves against Arsenal? Those are top class saves. Those are world class saves. So Donnarumma is the kind of goalkeeper that can win you games. That's how good he is. But the only thing, all right, with Chelsea now is just those salary issues. This will be an upgrade to Sanchez. This is a very good goalkeeper. It will be an upgrade, instant impact, instant upgrade to Sanchez. But the only reason why I think Chelsea might not get him is due to his salary demands, and that is the reason why right now he's having issues, with PSG. But let's see what that happens. Let's see how that plays out in the next couple of days or in the next couple of weeks, at least before the season ends. Anything could happen in the transfer market, and let's not forget that. Manchester City, due to the fact that they are selling players, like I said earlier, Manchester City are also, interested in signing Rodrigo from Real Madrid. But let's see how that happens in the next few days. So Donnarumma will be a free agent in the next year if he doesn't sign a contract extension. And right now, since due to the fact that PSG have signed a replacement for him, he might be set to leave. But let's see how that happens in the next couple of weeks. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do. Hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and always share your thoughts in the comments. Share your thoughts in the comment concerning these stories I've given, and let me know what you think about them. Until I come your way again next time, I remain your boy Mike Way. Stay cool. Cheers.